And it says that we are live, people. We're live. We're live. Let's check our other social media streams to make sure. If you're watching us on YouTube, let us know. If you're watching us on Facebook, let us know. I am going to track, I think. All right, I can see us on Facebook, which is good. Let us know if you can hear us. That way we can start.
Whoop whoop.
But
Yes.
anyways, I hope happy Monday, everybody. I hope. Let me go here. That way again. Okay, I could hear myself.
That's that
So
one.
are you okay? So you're tracking on that. I'm gonna try track on another group that we are. But anyways, if you guys can hear us, somebody Imagination Travel. Thank you. Hello, how are you? I hope you're doing wonderful today. Happy Monday to you and everybody else. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure we track the different groups that we got going on. But anyways, let's be respectful to your for your time because I know you're just logging in. So thank you so much for joining us. Apparently, we got 5 people, including with us. So that makes 3 of us.
Whoop whoop.
Um,
Hey.
that's good. That's good. But anyways, we are. First of all, our apologies for the delay. I know we said 8 o'clock. Kids have a lot of sports. They had a game today, and it happened to be about an hour away from here.
Yes.
So
Pretty far for a game.
we legit had enough time to eat some dinner and jump on this right away. So we've been running. But, anyways, we want to say thank you for joining us tonight. If you happen to be brand new, consider subscribing. For the rest of you, if you're watching on Facebook, if you could go to YouTube and hit like. The more likes that we have,
Who's watching?
the better. Hi, mom. The more likes that we have, the better on YouTube because then YouTube continues to recommend us. But anyways, let's start, shall we? Let me share my screen here very quick as usual. We're gonna start with some theme park news, guys, and something big came up today. Something big. This was all over social media today. I don't know if you've been following up or not, but social media blew up today with this whole thing. Disneyland ticket prices go up as much as 8%, and parking rising 20%. These are the headlines, but this for me, this is normal. I don't know. I don't follow Disneyland so close to know when they do their increases, but for us, this is normal.
It's normal, but I think this is getting a little carried away with all the increases and all the stuff that they're coming out and charging at this point.
You think
All
so?
back to back to back. Like I think they're making it too
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 obvious?
too soon, too obvious. Yeah.
Well, all theme parks, and I don't want to by all means. I'm never here to defend the theme parks or anything like that because, as it is, the prices are insane. We talk about this weekly. We talk about it on the videos all the time. But for us, we're already used to see price increase every year. Every year. Um, as a matter of fact, here in Orlando, usually SeaWorld is usually the first
The
one,
first one.
always to release, and then after that you hear Universal, and then the last one is Disney. So it's like SeaWorld rolls the ball, and then everybody just like
Follows
follows with
follows
a
suit.
big hit. But in today's event, or the big talk today was Disneyland. So apparently, you got a 8% increase in Disneyland. Um, there's, I mean, you could find it everywhere, but um, the parking, they said that it went for $30 from 25 to $30. But how much are we over here? 27 already?
Oh
So
no, phone died.
yeah, 27. Oh, um, hopefully you got it connected. Imagination Travel. So anyway, 20 it's about 27 if I'm not mistaken in
It's
here.
up there, which I still don't understand why we have to pay so much for to park.
I know. So I think I sent you earlier some literature that talks about how much the prices were increasing. Because over here it doesn't give it to me in a kind of like in a category. It just basically talks about it. But if I'm not mistaken, for the 1 day park, it went from 114 to 119, 124 to 134, 139 to 149, from 154 to 159, and there's a new tier that is 164. So I'm assuming that deals with the amount, how busy it is.
Oh, then probably the peak days,
The picture, yeah.
holidays and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's it. I mean, they're mad expensive. I know. When we went to Disneyland over the summer, I think we must have spent $1,200 around just for the tickets for the four of us. It's just like
It's
ridiculous.
insane.
Here's Park Hopper from 159 to 164, from 169 to 179, from 179 to 194, from 194 to 209, from 209 to 219, and the new tier is 224. That's a huge jump. And what's up with Disney and their tickets usually now on the 200s? Is
Yeah.
that the new thing?
Yeah, Imagination Travels is asking if that's Disneyland. Yeah, it is
It
Disneyland.
is Disneyland. That
So-
was an on Disneyland.
I'm sure Orlando prices will come out soon.
I think I might have come across something, but for Orlando, but no, Orlando, no, nothing has come from Orlando. Don't quote me on that. It will be coming soon. It will be coming soon. So unfortunately, that's just like the way the things are. But anyways, that was the big announcement. So like Disneyland have multiple announcements. So here's the prices increase for Disneyland. Now, the $30 for the parking, I think went from 25 to $30
Still insane.
for the parking. I cannot find it here, but I know it was $30 because it's all over. And the big news, believe it or not, is not the pricing, because if you live in California, a lot of people are used to this. Check this out. For the first time in history, what they call their magic key, which is their annual passes, the top tier has sold out. And the way that they're explaining, or the reason, I mean, I've been watching some other vloggers, because again, I just know basic stuff of Disneyland, but I know that there has been a lot of complaints on this drink. I think they call it, yeah, the drink key right over here. Drink key is sold out. So the drink key, they call it, it's just the top tier, and that's the one that don't have any blackout dates, I think it is.
Right.
And they've been complaining because they cannot find reservations. It's like at one point, every single weekend in October was already sold out.
Oh wow.
So imagine this. I think they were paying, if I'm not mistaken, $1,400, $1,500, something like that, for this magic key. And this is how
So you're paying the top tier and you still can't get it.
And you cannot get in because there's no reservation. So they saying that it's sold out, but it's more like a pause. They pause it for now.
Because they can't, if they can't, I'm assuming they did that because if they can't get the guests that already have it in, how are they gonna get anybody else that keeps buying it?
I don't know. But oh, there it is. Check this out. Here's the dream. So imagine you pay $1,400 or $100 per month, and you cannot get in now. Check, it is for California residents. So according to what people are saying, they have more locals going to their theme parks than we do here in Orlando.
But that's normal, no?
In California, it is.
Yes.
For us, we got more people from other states.
Right.
So, oh, you got a hack.
Imagination travels.
She has a hack. Yeah, there you go. It's kind of sneaky. Yeah. Well, something's got to do what you got to do. Imagination travel.
Parking's. I never understand why we got to pay parking in parks or resorts if we're already paying to get in. Like I never understand the whole parking.
Right.
Having to pay parking.
It's insane, but I will be pretty hot if I pay $1,400 and or $102 a month, and I cannot find any reservations.
Yeah, I
would be pretty upset.
Yes.
So they pause it. They say we're sold out for now. So rumor has it they're gonna figure it out. Something they may even restructure this.
If you're paying that, you should just be able to go anywhere you want. Which
honestly, that's what I've been saying too. Even here in Orlando, what was the name of that? I got the Sorcerer. I got what is this one? The Belief Key. That's the one that I have. But if I'm paying what it will be equivalent to this one, which
ours was more, wasn't it?
In Orlando? I think it's like $100 less.
Is it?
Ours is 13, theirs is 14. And check this out. They pay for parking. We don't. So I don't understand why if I'm paying these annual passes, why do I have to pay for parking?
Again, why are we paying for parking?
Yeah, but if you're an annual pass holder, I don't.
So that's $1,400 includes it, and then the Believe Key you get 50% off. But Enchanted and Imagine, you have to pay full price.
Right. So imagine that. But anyway, so that's what's up. This is what everybody's so hot about it right now. Rumor has it they may come up with something new and all that. But that's it. I mean, hopefully, and my concern is that whatever they do, hopefully we don't mirror.
Well, we tend to mirror.
Well, unless it's for the best.
Yeah.
If they restructured this and it's for the best, then make it happen. If no, I hope not. So imagination travel. What that's the hack is? Yeah, park at Disney Spring, then ride bus to a resort, then take another bus to the park. I'm imagining here in Walt Disney World you're referring to, right? Because shift this way a little bit. There you go. So over here, yes, you could do that. And as a matter of fact, security sometimes encourage you to do that, especially if you want to go to a resort. If you go during busy season, they actually will not let you park in the resort. They will tell you to do that.
Yeah, it used to be the sneaky one was to go park in a resort and then take the bus at the monorail. Now the resorts got a wind of it, I guess, and now they stop you and make sure that you're actually going to the resort for something.
Yeah.
And you have to have a reservation or something to be able to get in.
Whole thing is weird.
We have Yalitza watching us. Hey, how you doing? And then we have Katia. Welcome.
Oh, cool.
You guys are watching us from
Facebook. Okay. I think Facebook comments are showing up today, at least the one that I posted.
Here. Let's see.
Try it. I
said hello.
So no, it doesn't.
The one from your page.
The one from my page
it's not coming through.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one we're gonna monitor. I guess that I could just close the other one. But anyway, that's it from Disneyland. Craziness going on. Check this out. Disney Very Merriest After Hours got their first 2 sold out days. Imagine that. Hold on.
It only took how long?
I had to clap it. Hopefully you heard the claps on the other side. You know, it's kind of cheesy. But anyway, I was just trying something new. Bethany, long time.
Bethany.
It seems like Orlando has more to offer for less than Disneyland. You're right. Because if I gotta pay that amount of money for only 2 parks, that's just insane. For $100 less, you could actually get the 4 parks, if it makes any sense. Glad to see you back, Bethany. Who else we got? Malik Adventure. Hi, how's everybody?
Welcome back.
Super chat Imagination Travel. You're such a amazing person.
Thank you, thank
so
you.
much. Thank you so much. We do have to get the coffee. We didn't get coffee this week from the theme park.
Right.
This past week. Uh, our life has gotten busy, guys. I don't know if we mentioned this before. We also have we own a side business. So it's wedding season. We own a DJ company and we've been slammed.
Yes.
We're blessed. So imagine that we have our full-time jobs, almost full-time YouTube, plus wedding season with our DJ business has been kind of crazy. So blogging had to slow down a little bit this week. As a matter of fact, I couldn't post one of the videos that I want to post by today, but that's okay. Thank you, Imagination Travel. Bethany, always so good to see you. Our two biggest coffee providers right here, Imagination Travel and Bethany. We love you, ladies. Thank you so much. For anyways,
at some point, if we can touch on the Genie program,
we are.
Yalitza has questions.
We are going to.
She doesn't quite understand it. So. I don't understand it.
Welcome to that club. We'll get there. I try to simplify, so everybody grab a notepad and because I'm going to try to simplify. But over here, sold out. The 9th and the 11th are sold out. Imagine that, because they're the cheapest.
I bet.
Those were the 159.
And it took a while for them to even be sold out. So whoever bought them was probably still questioning whether or not they wanted to go.
So those are the first ones sold out. Now I got good news. I finally bought our ticket for the 8th of Kyla, and I will be going on the 8th. So now what is it? Almost 2 weeks from now.
Yes.
We will be having our, as promised, this on the 9th. Our theme park bus
will be on the 9th.
So that way I could share with you everything that we experienced. So I'll probably share a video on that day, hopefully. If not, I'll push it for Wednesday, but I'm gonna share our experience. I'll probably bring Kyla here too.
That probably, yeah. Because she's gonna be the one with you. So I'm sure she'll have a lot to share.
So 2 weeks from now,
and that way you get the kid perspective of a party.
Although Kyla loves Christmas.
She does. But she loves Halloween
she's
too.
Excited. Yeah, but she's more excited about this than Boo Bash, believe it or not. So we'll see. Anyway, let's go to let me put this down for a second. Where's my other? Oh, there it is. Where's my cool case adventures? I log in under me. Guys, do us a favor. Look at this. We're almost at 1,900. So make sure that you, if you're watching this for the first time, subscribe to our channel. Share this content with all your friends and family. Help us, hopefully, to get to the 2,000. That's my goal. Hopefully by the end of November. Our goal is that. So anyway, let's go to our channel. What do we have? Okay, Genie Plus and Lightning. Where do we start? Hold on. There you go.
That's a deep breath.
Where
do we start?
Because it's like it takes my energy, man. All right, so I'm gonna if you haven't watched that video, make sure you watch it because I explain it more into detail. I show you more example. What can I tell you about Genie? Everybody's gonna have Genie. That's part of your My Disney experience. If you go, and I explain a little bit, the minute that you touch on My Disney experience, if you haven't done so, it's gonna ask you to update that. It's very simple. Just follow the step. It's gonna take you there. Genie is there to kind of like plan your day. Um, and
Oh,
Karen, oh, she's just doing
sorry.
it right now. You should have showed it. But
Sorry,
see,
sorry.
Karen is showing her. Karen is just doing it now. I see right there. She just touched it, and it's asking her to update. Okay. I know that this camera doesn't focus, but that's what he's doing. Um, the thing about Genie is that it helps you planning your day. A person like me doesn't need a genie. I've been in Walt Disney World so many times, and I don't mean it in a very rude or kind of arrogant way. It's just that when you go so many times, you kind of know how to maneuver around. My next goal, as soon as I get a break, is just to follow everything the genie says to
I
see
was gonna say we should do that.
if it
Yeah.
really works. Um, but anyways, what you do is that you're gonna start telling Genie everything that you like. So right there, I'm showing you about Genie Plus and Lightning Lane. Now, don't get confused the Genie Plus and the Lightning Lane because this is what I think people get confused. So let's start with Genie is what is come for free under my Disney experience. And when you do that, and I think in a few minutes I'm going to show it to you, you basically tell them, okay, I'm going to Hollywood Studios on this day. And it knows that you have reservation because it's linked through your application. And you're going to tell it everything that you like. I like I like to do Rise of the Resistance. I like to do Slinky Dog. I like these. I like that. So you see, I'm showing you over there exactly what Karen was trying to do. It's done right there. Then an itinerary personalized for you, like I needed that. So now Genie Plus is really good for people that have never been here before or they barely been here in the theme parks and they don't know. So it tells you basically how to work around. So it's okay, you're ready to go. Start now. I selected the park day and I already there where it showed me, okay, here's the attraction. Which attractions you have and boom, and then you start selecting which ones you like. So you see how I'm selecting a few. Slinky Dog, boom. um so I'm telling Genie what I want to do. um Even with food, I think I selected, what was it, docking bay 7. That's what I selected. I didn't show it in the video when I ate, but I ended up eating later on. Even helps you with Disney favorite. What do you want to do? Who do you want to see and all that? So basically, you tell Genie what you want to do, and then from there, it shows you, okay, now you go buy a and let me stop it there. Hopefully everybody is following me. Let me know if you're following me so far or you need me to repeat something. So right there is telling me buy at park open or if resort guests at 7 in the morning. This is the part that is really important because now we're talking over here. This is the Genie Plus and Lightning Lane. So Genie Plus is $15. Lightning lane is your individual rights. Okay. And this is the part where I feel that Disney is misleading. If you read over here, it says Lightning Lane, Genie Plus, Lightning Lane. Buy at park open or if a resort gets a 7 in the morning. Technically speaking, you could buy a Genie Plus um, at 7 in the morning, which I did. And if you're a resort guest, you could buy it at 7 in the morning. Lightning Lane, on the other hand, you have to buy um, at when the park opens.
Yeah, yeah, let's start asking if you have to pay for both.
No, you don't. So
Well,
no, you don't. So Genie Plus, think about Genie Plus like a fast pass. Which rides are included in Genie Plus? In Hollywood Studios, everything but Rise of the Resistance or Mickey's and Minnie Runaway. Those are fast passes. So we all can understand each other. So imagine where you used to have fast passes and you just select, okay, I want to go here, I want to go there, blah, blah, blah. That's what your Genie Plus is. The difference between fast passes and Genie Plus, and this is the other part that I don't like, is that only allows you to use a one. You know, you could use a one at a time. So in my case, I selected Toy Story Mania. I could not select another Genie Plus until I use it for Toy Story Mania. So until I don't scan it twice, and you'll see that later on the video, that the app doesn't know, the app will not allow me to make it. It will tell me, it will give me a message, sorry, you know, you already maxed or something like that. Now, Lightning Lane are those individual rides. Example, Rise of the Resistance. Example,
Runaway.
Mickey's and Minnie Runaway. Example, Magic Kingdom, Seven Dwarf, and Space Mountain. Those are Lightning Lane. Lightning Lane, you could only buy if you are a resort guest at 7 in the morning, or in this case, the park open at 9 o'clock. After 9 in the morning, I could buy it. What's been happening with Rise, and my apologies because I got busy again with business. I haven't tracked it or followed it down, but up to Thursday, before the park opened, the resort guests already bought the Lightning Lane for Rise of the Resistance. So
there was nothing available by the time that park actually opened.
A lot of people were mad, and rightfully so, because I could see both ends. I'm staying at a resort guest. Part of my perk should be that I should be able to get it. But as a normal guest, I'll be like, you know what? I'm paying. Remember, I'm paying $100 plus to be here. I should have the same rights to be able to buy. Now, this is where it becomes so confusing. Again, I wish, and I'm assuming they'll probably make this change that they will actually say, okay, Lightning Lane only, and then shows you the two rides, and then tell you 7 in the morning you could do this, or if you know that you're not staying in a hotel, it tells you right away, sorry, you cannot buy it until 9 in the morning. I think Disney needs to be more specific, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I understand that at least when I went there, it was the first day. Tomorrow will be the first week. I personally feel that Disney could have handled it better and be more organized. And I'll give you more details about it because I wasn't too pleased. Do we have more questions in the chat?
Yeah. Well, Marianne joined us, so hello, Marianne.
Okay.
Hello. Yalitza already asked if we have to pay for both, and then Yalitza also says, so for Ratatouille, what do I need to do?
You got it. For Ratatouille, you have to do either a boarding group or Lightning Lane. Boarding group starts at 7 in the morning or at noon. At 1 o'clock, 7 in the morning or 1 o'clock, or you could purchase Lightning Lane. You want my personal opinion? Ratatouille is not worth it, in my opinion, of Lightning Lane. That's just my personal opinion. How much are they charging? It's been fluctuating between the $7 to $11 right now per ticket. So keep that in mind. You're paying per ticket. And I go. The more I play this video, I'm gonna keep playing it because then you're gonna understand my point.
Remember, but if you have never been to Ratatouille and you want to, then obviously it's worth it. But Ratatouille is another version of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad, kind of.
Yeah. So basically, I'm showing over there. I'm going to Toy Story Mania. I'm going to show you how also it could get confusing. You get Lightning Lane over here on the left side and Standby on the right side. You see me over there, and this reminds me of the fast passes, where everybody's waiting for their time, but nobody's moving. And Disney's not, in my opinion, was not doing a good job moving people away or having a cast member saying, okay, if you're going to wait, please clear the entrance, because people were standing over here with me like for 3 to 4 minutes easily. Before we realized that there wasn't their time yet. Question again?
You got two comments. Jelita said, Carlos, you're great. Thanks for the info. And then Jeremy says, hello, you sexy beautiful. Oh, and hello also to Karen. Oh, so definitely it was you. You're the sexy beautiful.
I appreciate that, Jeremy. I appreciate that. So one thing that you got to keep in mind, just like fast passes, you're going to use the Mickey pad twice. So, and they tell you don't put your card away, you're gonna use it again, blah 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 blah. Now, when Lightning Lane, I mean when darn, you know what? It's just that they call it Lightning Lane. I refer in this video later on. I wish they would call it Disney Plus. I mean Disney Genie Plus, and then call Lightning Lane. But look how fast I'll go through that. It took me on that day all the rides I did on average. It was about 4 minutes. You know, so I mean, when you can find them, it works. So look at where I am. I stop over there. I'm in my vehicle now. Less than 8 minutes. Now the line was 55 minutes outside.
That's a long time to
So
wait.
again, when you can find it, it works beautifully. Don't get me wrong. So now I'm gonna go over here. Now Mickey's and Minnie. I think I showed the line. The line, oops, the line at that point on Mickey's and Minnie was at 70 minutes, and this was around 8:11 in the morning. 70 minutes wait. And
Wow.
this is where I start showing you that you could buy. You see, $8 per guest, and rice was $15. And we're gonna get to this $15 in a second because Disney really upset me this day.
And it tells you the time that you will be
Right.
going into the ride.
So now pay attention to this section where it says average. This part is cool because Disney has been collecting data for years. So by collecting this data, they already know, okay, if you go around 155 on your own, you're going to weigh an average. And then when you click over here where it says view forecasted weight, it tells you that their average for this ride may be 40 minutes. So remember what I told you. Genie helps you putting an itinerary together. So per Genie, Genie's telling me, hey, if you decide to go on your own, meaning you're not purchasing the Lightning Lane, read it over here, purchase Lightning Lane entry, that you only have two. And this is why I said that it's confusing because they call Lightning Lane everything. It's everything for them is Lightning Lane. But in reality, you can only purchase Lightning Lane for these two rides. And going to Jalitza's question, you do not have to buy a Genie Plus. So let's say I go to Hollywood Studios and I wanted just to do Rise of the Resistance. I wait until 9 in the morning. I'm gonna pay $15 per guest. I want you to realize those $15 is equivalent to, for a family of four, or for the four of us, will be $60 plus tax. Keep that in mind because I'm about to show you soon in a few minutes why I'm bringing that point.
Or to the same, you could buy both if you want and get like the fast passes and the to ride on those. So it could go either way. You don't have to get any. You can get one or you can get both.
Right. So here's when I decided to time it. Every time that Karen and I do a video, guys, we always time everything, because we believe on giving you accuracy. I'm not gonna tell you, oh, by the way, it took me. That's just our way of doing.
Well, because perception is definitely wrong when it comes to time.
If you've been on Mickey's and Minnie, you already know that you're about to enter the pre-show. That at 2 minutes, I'm at the pre-show. Now I'm at the pre-show. I'm showing it to you at 4 minutes. So again, when you're able to find, now this is Lightning Lane. I pay $8 for this because you cannot use Genie Plus. The $15 that I pay for Genie Plus, aka fast passes for the other rides, that's not included on this one. Remember, this is a Lightning Lane line that is only for a specific rides. And if you go to Animal Kingdom, it's Flight of Passage in Everest. That's another example. So I paid this day $8. Over the weekend, they increased. Now, the most expensive one so far, quote unquote, is $15 for rice, and it has remained there every day. So keep that in mind. So this is me telling you. Now, this is the part. Hey, Brandon, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We love you, my friend.
Nicole has also joined us on Facebook.
Oh, hello, cool. Nicole. Hi, Nicole. So this is the part, guys, that I did not like about Genie Plus and Lightning Lane and Hollywood Studios. It's such a small park that after I got my Lightning Lane for Mickey's and Minnie, I have to wait. There you go. I have to wait and almost 2 hours, 2 hours in order to do my next Genie Plus, which it was for Rock and Roller Coaster.
That's a big gap.
Now I had some people approaching me saying, "Hey, you showed up on PC Dev channel, that a Prince Charming Dev." No, the Prince Charming Dev is a good friend of our in our family. He's probably one of those biggest channels of YouTubers that ever come to us and talk to us. And I happened to see Dev that day. And Dev and I actually spent more time that day trying to figure this mess out, because every time that we will ask a cast member, no offense, Karen, the cast members did not know our answers, including guests, the guest experience or guest relation. Now, they found out that everybody was giving about a 15-minute video.
That's plenty of time to train us.
Confirmed by Karen, because she's a cast member. I'm not going to say what she does behind the scenes, but only a 15 minutes video. And here we are. We got nothing but questions, and people were confused, the line. So first of all, other than because Karen is here, thank you to all the cast members for everything that you do. Now, really quick, you remember when I told you about the forecasted? Here's for I think it was for Slinky Dog. It was telling me to go at a specific time and look at the forecasted. It tells me basically average. So your average time by wait is 45 minutes.
So is that the average wait time there, or if you bought the lightning lane?
No. Again, you cannot buy lightning lane for Slinky Dog, which is the stupidest thing. Because honestly, you don't need lightning lane for Mickey's and Minnie. You need it for Slinky Dog.
Yeah.
And Slinky Dog, this day off by 11 in the morning, there was no more Disney Plus, Genie Plus.
They can make everything complicated.
Yeah. Oh, Bethany, thank you so much for that,
Bethany.
super chat. I appreciate that. Let me get back to your comment. That sounds so expensive, especially for people deciding between Universal and Disney. I love Disney, but I'm feeling better and better for choosing Universal Studio over Disney's too. What do you mean by
FOMO?
FOMO. What do you mean by FOMO?
Fear of something.
Let me know what you mean by that. But anyway,
I mean, you can Universal. You're still, if you want the fast passes, you're still paying for the express passes, which is pretty expensive as well.
Well, Universal,
except it's not time restrained.
Yeah. If you watch our video on Universal, we gave you an example on a busy day of fear of missing out. Thank you so much. So
it's a fear of, right?
Yeah. Fear of missing out over the 50th. Bethany, if I'm honest with you, I'm not impressed about the 50th. That's just me.
If you are able to do anything for the 50th, my recommendation would be Epcot to see Harmonious and the where it lights up the
Beacons of Magic.
The Beacons of Magic. If you're gonna do one thing for the 50th, go to Epcot. Don't go to Magic Kingdom. Don't go to any other parks. You must watch Harmonious. It is hands down my favorite so far.
And the kids, and actually all of ours. 100%.
Ashley Griswold has joined us.
Hello, Ashley. But
she knew what FOMO was. Fear of missing out.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys keeping me up there. Hey, I cannot know at all. So anyway, basically I'm just playing around with the Genie. Genie's telling me to do certain things. Now Genie's coming now with there's some audio tail, and I never did the audio tail, as you can see over there. But if you need to see audio tail, out of all the vloggers that did it, I know I take the time to see other people's channel. Dev, again, PC Dev, Prince Charming Dev actually did an audio tail in Magic Kingdom. Watch this video, you'll be able to see exactly what that means. So here I am giving you an example of how I selected my Mickey's and Minnie for Lightning Lane. It was $8, and I just show it to you over there. Then I decided this is the part again where I see everybody's getting confused. You see how it says Lightning Lane. It doesn't say Genie Plus. It says Lightning Lane. That's where people are getting confused because again, Lightning Lane, in my opinion, not my opinion, but the Bird Disney Lightning Lane, you can only buy it for rice and Mickey's and Minnie. Why are you calling everything Lightning Lane? Somebody in my comments earlier, not earlier, last week said because they want to have the flexibility. That's what they said, and they're right. They want to have the flexibility to add more rides into Lightning Lane. Meaning, if I want to do Star Tours eventually, I'll pay $6. I get that, but all the Disney, you know what? Disney has money. Why they don't put electronic board or something like that where they could actually say Genie Plus today or Lightning Lane tomorrow, whatever the heck they want. Or make them
digital, whether you can switch them.
Exactly. It is freaking confusing, and I saw it on and on that day.
It would make more sense if you did Genie Plus than if you did Lightning Lane.
When I was with Devon, because Devon, the reason why I was over here, I was gonna see at that point that ride supposedly was 20 minutes, and by the time I made it there, it was 45. Devon, he had Genie Plus for that, so he was gonna go in, and we stood over there explaining to different families that no, you could do the Genie Plus, you don't need to do Lightning Lane. They were thinking, how much does this cost? And here we are. Dev and I are not cast member, but we were trying to help because every single cast member that day were slammed. So again,
your cast member by association.
I guess my heart goes to the cast member. Again, thank you, cast members. We love you. We love everything that you do. Disney as a corporation, you need to get your crap together because you are not doing right on those cast members. That's all that I gotta say. So let's see. What's the best Disney park for toddlers? Karen, I'll let you take that one.
The Life of Nisi G. I think I would have to say either Magic Kingdom because they have the most kiddie ride or kiddie like height approved rides, I think, and that's the ones that need to be restricted. Or if they like animals, I would go to Animal Kingdom. I think Hollywood Studios, there's not a lot to begin with.
Nah.
So there's nothing there much for them to see. And then Epcot, as we've always said, it's more for adults. than it is.
So definitely do Magic or do Animal if you want to have a good experience overall with a toddler.
Yeah, so I would definitely say Magic Kingdom 1, because you're in Magic Kingdom, and then if not, it would be Animal Kingdom for me.
Right. Imagination Travel. I hope I have the money to be able to buy passes when I move down there. Yeah, it's getting expensive. It's confusing. Yes, you're right. It's very confusing. So let's continue over here. I told you, you guys were gonna get an earful of me today on this Disney Genie Plus and all that. So anyway, I wanna show you. This is when I'm walking. I show it to you right there. This guest experience team, guys. If you've ever been on Hollywood Studio, they have one in front of what it used to be, almost, you know, what we're making minis is. And then they have this one over there. Those lines were astronomical all day long.
For the guest experience?
For the guest experience. There were so many mad people. And then here I am. I make it here to the Lightning Lane of Rise of the Resistance. This is where I am showing to you after the ride has broken down for the first time. Here's the problem that I'm having with this. You're paying $15 per ticket. If I'm paying $15 per ticket, you bet your bottom dollar that I am not, and I refuse to do this. I am not going to wait a good 30 to 40 minutes. This is Def over here. He's doing his thing in Instagram and blogging at the same time. I told you we were trying to figure this mess out, and And Dev and I could not believe what we were seeing. Disney, I know you're probably not going to see this channel, but if eventually you come across to this channel, get your crap together. You're charging me for a service right now that you cannot provide. Because here I am, I went to guest experience just to ask them 2 questions because I'm about transparency. I went and asked them question number 1. I don't think I said it over there, but can I get a refund? They say no because I want to just get that out of the way.
Which I think they're gonna have to be able to give refunds, because if you're paying $15 for a ride that keeps breaking down, or you're trying to hop and your time is not there, they have to be able to give you that money back. So, I don't see how they can say we can't give you money back.
So I asked them 3 questions. Can I get a refund? No. How do I bought Genie Plus and supposedly you can park hop, and they say yes you can, but they told me you cannot do anything after 2 o'clock, which they were wrong. We'll get back to that in a second. And again, they're learning. That was a learning day. I'm not judging the cast member. The cast member were actually going by what they were told. And question number 3, you finding this now from this channel. I asked them, can I add people under me since that I already bought something for Lightning Lane on Rise of the Resistance? And they say, yes, you can. Now, the cast member was like, kind of like yes and no, but yes, you can. I asked them in case Karen, and I said, if my wife may get off of work and she might be able to bring the kids over here, can I add them? I already bought it. All I have to do is more pay. And I don't know why. I don't know why Disney will say no. And the cast member said, technically speaking, if you have them listed on your My Disney Experience, you should be able to actually add to your party. And if not, you can come to one of us. As long we have a space, we could add you. Now, mind you, they have a space, but you could maneuver around. Okay, so I'm going to show you really quick over here. I decided to do my next Genie Plus, and after 8 minutes, I was here on the pre-show of Rock and Roller Coaster, which was fun. Did Kyla know that I wrote that by myself?
I don't think so.
She'll probably be mad at me.
She'll probably be mad because every time we go and she wants, Daddy, do it. No, I don't want to.
Yeah, I did it for the viewers. But anyway, this is where I decided to show you more about. I was explaining to you. Okay, we go back to, can I go and park hop? The answer is yes. So what you do is that you go to your tip board over here. You click where it says change park. Nobody teaches you this.
Again, well, they don't want to teach you that.
I have to learn this with Dev on that day because nobody knew how to do this. So you go to your tip board. You're going to hit change park. You click over there. In this case, I selected Magic Kingdom. And here, they told me you cannot do anything until it's 2 o'clock that you could park hop. No, the right answer is as long as I select something after 2 o'clock, and I already used, like I did the rock and roll roller coaster, I have Genie Plus, I could go ahead and select my next park. Now, here's the part that it actually kind of suck is that, and I hope they actually update this in the app. When I made it to Magic Kingdom, every time that I needed to do more Genie Pluses, I needed to do the whole change park. The location doesn't change for you.
It stays fixed to the original park.
The original park, which is suck. So here I was giving you an explanation, but this is the message that tells you when you already selected or you haven't used your Genie Plus to say it's too soon for guests to make another Disney Genie Plus Lightning Lane selection. Now, again, why can't I just say Disney Genie Plus? Because Lightning Lane, I could buy 2 per day, which is that's the other part that kind of upset me too.
Which to that, yeah, but to that guest, maybe, or who that person that did the comment, maybe they know that something's coming, that more stuff's gonna open up for Lightning Lane.
I don't know. I don't think they don't know. We got more questions.
Jalitza was asking what else is there to do for the 50th at Epcot. I know Harmonious and then the Beacons of Light. I don't know. I think
no, because they're concentrating on the food and wine festival.
Yeah.
So that there's not much.
I mean, there's some food items, I believe, for the 50th, but nothing. I think that's pretty much it.
Like 3 items.
Yeah.
They went this.
Well, Ratatouille was supposed to be one of the main things for the 50th at Epcot. So it would be Ratatouille, Harmonious, and Beacons of Light.
Yeah. So this is when I show you that I was able to get something for Haunted Mansion that day from 305 to 405. Imagination Travel said, I'm sure they have a lot of bugs to fix. It's always that way when software goes live. All the IT person. Yeah. I mean, but I could understand that. But again, Disney's making us pay. And if I'm paying for a service, I'm expecting that service to be given at the best of their ability. Just like they're making me pay, they're not. I would understand if they say, all right, by purchasing this, please understand that we're going to give it to you as a discount because we got bugs to fix. No, they're telling you this is what you're buying, and you as a consumer, you're expecting to have it all figured out for you. If not, why in the blue heck sky they didn't do testing with guests? Yeah.
And to the Imagination Travel's point, it could be a bug that they thought they had fixed and it didn't fix for that day. So I don't know if it's been fixed already. So that might be something that you need to try next time you go out.
So, let's see. Now, here's the other part that really upset me. I go back, but this time, poor Prince Charming Deaf, he's like, I had enough. I'm going. I'm going to try other parks. So he was fed up. I stayed. I decided to grab a bite, and guess what? The ride was broken for the 3rd time. Yeah, Imagination Travel, you're right. They really should have beta tested, and that's what I mean. So, the ride has broken down. Disney already said we're not giving refund. We're not giving refund. That's what Disney said. And Carlos says, "Oh, the heck you are!
You're gonna give me a refund.
You are gonna give me a refund. I pay for a service that you're not delivering." So I decided not to go to guest experience. I went to guest relation in front of the park. That's how I ended the video, by explaining you guys this. I went and I told them, I'm like, listen, I paid $15. It has gone down 3 times. It is not your fault.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, and it's not my fault. I pay for something that you're not delivering. Their response is like, yeah, the ride has reopened. And I said, I do have reservations to go to. I got Genie Plus for Magic Kingdom that I'm not gonna lose because I paid $15 for that already, and I have reservations tonight with my wife at California Grill, and I'm not gonna be holding on rice. Again, you're charging me for something that you know is breaking down. And she said, sir, you are correct. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you a gift card. So I got a gift card for $16. So, obviously plus the tax, they decided to give me $16. Now that day, it went all over the news that we're not giving refund. And I got my refund. All you have to do is just go to guest relation and let them know. So it is what it is. My advice, and I ended the video that way. Disney, you could do 2 things. Not that they're gonna listen to me, but they could do 2 things. They go back to boarding groups.
For rice, yeah.
For rice, when it's super busy. If it's slow, then do the regular standby. And B, do not charge people if you know the ride is breaking down.
Right.
For me, Disney's doing a dishonest to the guests. Either and I'm not the only one who thinks this way.
Yeah, I think rides should have stayed as boarding pass because of that issue that it keeps breaking down.
If it's breaking down, imagine this: I'm paying $60 something plus tax, $60 plus tax, and I cannot do it.
And then you can't expect Disney cannot expect the guests to sit around and wait all day to be able to ride Rise of the Resistance. Like, it's just not.
I'm sorry.
Before, with the boarding pass, you got it or not, so you knew either you were gonna ride it or you're gonna move on with your day.
And here's what they did. I give them. I'm okay with their effort. So people that got the lightning lane that were inside already, the ride broke down. Then they changed it to a pass that you could use at any time during the day. I appreciate that, Disney. Right. But I am not gonna wait. That's what I told the guest relation person. You could give me a pass that I could go all day long, but A, I'm not gonna wait. B, I pay $15. I'm not gonna wait 40 minutes. That line was backed up.
Yeah.
So if I already paid, so I paid to go inside, and then I pay $15 to go on that ride. Right. And you asking me to wait 40 minutes?
Yeah, no.
So
especially with the Genie Plus, you're going in through the rides in 8 minutes or less. Like, it doesn't make sense.
No. So that was my biggest issue on that thing. So do we have any more questions?
We have one from Jeanette. She says, "Hola, Carlos. I really need to know which Disney park will be best to visit for my 11 and 7-year-old."
11 and 7-year-old. Disney. Definitely Animal Kingdom.
I would even say Studios because
Hollywood Studios, yeah.
Tower. You have Tower Terror, you have Rock and Roller Coaster, you have Mickey and Minnie's, which you have Slinky Dog.
Yeah.
I think Studios might be a better fit.
At that age, Magic Kingdom is too
kiddie
for them.
Epcot again is just mostly for adults. Animal Kingdom has a few rides, but it's not that many. I think compare. So I would say between Studios or Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, definitely. So continuing my part over here, I ended up going to Magic Kingdom. After like the video said, I just explained it to you. This is me inside the Magic Kingdom. This is me explaining to you again how to get it over there. And when I made it to Magic Kingdom, I was expecting the same results at Hollywood Studio. So picture this. I went to Hollywood Studio. I was able to do my Genie Plus, aka Fast Pass, only in 2 rides because everything was an hour and a half or 2 hours apart. Okay, so I'm explaining this to y'all so you guys know where I'm going and follow me because it's gonna be well worth it. This is golden nuggets over here for you guys. So Genie Plus in the afternoon, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do because everybody went in the morning. So I ended up saying, okay, let me go to Haunted Mansion. And now I'm actually wondering how many rides can I do at this point. Now, again, this is Disney being Disney, not organizing their line because right now where this lady's sitting, this is the standby, and where this lady is right over here with this guy, this is Lightning Lane. Now, per perception, like, holy crap, am I ever gonna make it there? But coming to find out, finally somebody, I guess a cast member came over here and started reorganizing the line. You can see that it's slightly moving. And that's another one of my critiques to Disney. People are confused on those lines. Make sure that you defer a bit better. You know, you make a you let the guests know. So I'll go ahead and time it again, and this is where it gets kind of cool. I don't have my
Are you showing off your?
No, I'm not showing off my watch here, but I'm showing off what it will happen. And I forgot asking guest relation this question. What do you do if your battery in your cell phone is dying? Everybody.
You pay for that rechargeable battery.
Yeah, but you shouldn't. Again, you are on vacation, and when you're on vacation, you're pulling your cell phone to take pictures, to record videos, and just to capture memories. Everybody that I saw on that day that were making reservations and doing everything with their cell phone, people were not interacting with each other. And then the application, Imagination Travel, you were IT, you know, when you're rolling out something new, especially on phones, those applications suck up your battery. My battery was dead.
Which hardly ever happens.
So what happens is that battery is dead at that point. How the heck am I supposed to make more reservations? And I couldn't ask that question. Next time I go to the park, I'm going to ask them and I'm going to report it to you guys.
Maybe at some point they'll bring kiosks.
They should.
Yeah.
They should, because at this point I'm tracking things by my watch, and I'm showing my watch, but you know, I'm showing people that it's taking me 4, 5, 6 minutes only. But anyway, the part that I was going to over here, I was like, all right, let me see what else can I make. And I think I ended up going to Tomorrowland. Yep, because I found something for Buzz Lightyear.
Which brings me back to Jeanette's question. I think Magic Kingdom might not be a bad idea either, because you have this one, you have Haunted Mansion, you have Space Mountain, you have Big Thunder, you have Splash. So you have more to do. So I would say between Magic Kingdom, I would take that back. I would say between Magic Kingdom and Studios too for the 11 and 7 year.
And Animal Kingdom too.
But between the two,
because depending on what her kids might like at this point, she could be able to maneuver around those 3 parks. Stay away from Epcot. Epcot is not okay for kids. But anyway, at that point, I'm just giving you guys a report of what I'm seeing around and how long the lines are and da. And I ended up making it to the other side of the park, which was Big Thunder Mountain. Bottom line, what I'm trying to tell you is that in Hollywood Studios, I was only able to use my Genie Plus twice. In Magic Kingdom, I used it 4 times. So if you were to spend money on Genie Plus, let's go back to the definition. Genie Plus is your fast passes. Spend it on Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom give you a whole bunch of selection because they have more rides.
Right.
And you could tell that they open more spots. In Hollywood Studios, and you gotta see it this way. Logistically speaking, if I'm able to go in and out from a line in 3 to 4 minutes, that means you still have spots available.
Right.
It's all depend if Disney said we don't want guests making more than 15 minutes in lane or whatever the heck they want to call it. Well, then they need to open more spots. But you know, I'm showing over there the Peter Pan is 65 minutes, but if you were to get it to Genie Plus, you could have do a walk-on. I only wish the Genie Plus will allow you to select at least 3 at a time, not 1, because I feel like that will allow guests to plan their days even better. I'm hoping that eventually, if people start complaining, that they add this option, but Big Thunder Mountain was 25 minutes, and it only took me 3 to 4 minutes to get there. So from that moment that I'm showing all the way in, I have never, unless that we go at the end, look, it's 5:20 in the afternoon, and by the time that I made it to the train, I think it was 5:24. So 5:21. And I'm in the second station now, which she stopped me, so see Imagination Travel, I had to change to my card too because I couldn't use my cell phone. My battery at that point was at 5%. So now I'm going down to the trains, and you'll see in the next shot that I think it was 5 right there. I'm in front of the train, and there you go, 5:24. So
4 minutes.
4 minutes. So when you're able to do the Genie Plus, it's golden.
But it's nice that you can pay 15 and you can hop to a different park. So it's not like you're paying 15 per park to do the Genie Plus.
Right.
So that's good. So I mean, you can still like $15 per person to go. Like if you want to try to hop all 4 parks, you could possibly do it if you can. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like so it's not a bad.
Look, it says best remove them. I didn't remove them. You know.
If you lose them, don't.
I'm such an outcast, I guess, such a bad guy. $15 per person. For a family of 4 would be 60 plus tax, but I'm telling you. So let's do the math. I did the math for you. If you didn't watch that video, you're more than welcome. Plus, it helps us with the with the views and all that, and don't forget to hit that like button because that also helps. But which reminds me, Go to you. If you're in Facebook, go to YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button on this live. If you haven't done it in the live, just hit the like. If you're watching this as a later on and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Help us get the next goal. I did the math for you that day. I paid $15. When I paid $15, I ended up doing in 2 parks 6 rides. That comes to a total of $2.50 per ride.
Just not bad.
If you're a math person like me.
I mean, obviously you're paying more. You're already paying for the ticket, but you still, that's not bad for $2.
But I take it because it's $2.50 a ride. But
bye, Yalitza has to go. So bye. Thank you for all the questions and for hanging out with us.
Thank you, Yali. So if you're a math person, that's $2.50. Okay. But okay, let's say, oh, come on, I really have to pay more money. All right. I did an average of 4 minutes per ride. So I did 2 park, 6 ride. I could have done more. I feel like had I done Magic Kingdom the whole day, I would have been able to do almost all rides at the pace that I was moving. Okay. So let's say you do 4 minutes per ride like I was doing that day. You multiply that times 6, that's 24. That's 24 minutes total. Now the average per ride, you saw it. I kept showing the standby was 60 minutes, 45 minutes, this, that. So let's say that in 6 rides you did that I did 6 times 45 minutes. That's 270 minutes right there. So do you rather do 24 minutes or you rather do the 270 minutes? That's what it breaks down to it. So I mean that's 4.5 hours. So if I tell you, all right, guys, I'm gonna pay for your Genie Plus for 6 rides. I'll take care of that, and you are gonna be able to. All you need is like an average of 24 minutes to half an hour, and you're like, oh no, thank you, Carlos. Very kind of you. We don't want that. Okay, so you rather do the 4.5 hours? So again, mathematically speaking, it is well worth it. Now that's for a person. If I was to do it with the family, then I probably needed to do a good maybe 10 to 12 rides in order for me to get my money worth. Well, okay.
Which probably wasn't hard to do at the Magic Kingdom.
Right. Well, let's take Magic Kingdom. I only did 4 rides. And then when you divide 4 rides into the $15 that we pay, it comes to $3.75. So 4 times 4, because that was the average, that's 60 minutes. So you could do the 4 times the average, let's say 30 minutes. That would be 120 minutes. So again, you rather wait 2 hours or you rather wait 16 minutes?
Well, Antonio said, easy math. I'll take the $2.
Exactly.
And then Ashley, going back to like the fast passes, she said, or even if they go back to the fast passes system where for the 3 initial and then one at a time after that, because you did the 3 from the get-go and then you could do 1 after you did the 3.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah, they could do that too.
That will be wonderful. Imagination Travel said I have about 4 portable battery chargers that I take with me whenever I go out. I'm gonna start. But you could ask Karen. I rarely run out of battery.
Although we're having to take our battery pack now, well, more because we have a little bit more equipment kind of thing.
Yeah, and you're constantly posting on Instagram.
Yeah, and that eats my battery.
We're actually taking a lot of videos from our phone. It's cheaper for the Genie Plus, but the lining lane is a bit too much. I will have to do a standby line for those rides that cost extra. Now, keep in mind that I gave you $15 for rides, but you could get, there's some, I think this day, in specific, I want to say it was $10 for 7 Dwarf. Again, 7, keep that in mind. 7 Dwarf is usually 90 minutes to 120 minutes every day.
And all day long. All day long. That is not a ride that goes down at all.
This is how it was looking right over here. This over here, at this time, it was past 4 o'clock. It was on a 70-minute wait.
That is a ride that we hardly do just because the wait time is always so high. It doesn't matter what time of the day you go. Seven Doors line is out of control.
Actually, 65-minute wait in here. So now I understand. Remember, you may not want to pay for Genie Plus, which is $15. But if I tell you, okay, uh, you're gonna go to Magic Kingdom just to do standby and everything else, which is fine. But I really have to do Seven Dwarf. You know what? And it's only you or maybe a second person. $20. Boom, you're in. Because just don't forget, I've been showing you the average. It's only 4 to 5 minutes, and there's other vloggers that went in the morning. I mean, I don't mind sharing the wealth. I know you guys are our viewer, but if you want to, I think Jojo went in the morning. Kyle, Paulo. Again, they're good friends of ours too. In the channel. They went in the morning, so watch their video. I think it took them about 3 to 4 minutes to walk in. Them, yeah. It was a walk on pretty much for them, and they were early in the morning too. So they opened the park. They did a rope drop. So again, it's one of these things, guys, that you gotta make a decision. You could say, you know what, I'd rather pay for this and sacrifice the other, or you know what, heck it, pay $15 for Genie Plus and then just say I'd rather hit all the Genie Pluses along the way, and then if I had to wait for Seven Dwarf a good hour, then I'll wait for an hour.
Jeanette said, guys, this is amazingly helpful. So thank you, Carlos, for doing all that hard work.
Oh, that day was a long day, guys. I actually got to the part. Oh, let me say this too. A lot of people, including my fellow vloggers, they thought that in order for you to buy Lightning Lane, you had to be in the park, and you didn't. You could buy Lightning Lane from all that it needs to do. The park needs to open at 9 in the morning. The park opening here in my house. Yeah, I was chilling. I was from the couch and I bought it. A lot of people went in there and waited and all that to try to get in. They actually in the case of Prince Charming, bless his heart. But I'm glad that he did it that way in Rick Flicks too. If you guys follow Universal, I saw Rick that day, and he actually didn't make it around to almost 10 in the morning, thinking that they could buy a Lightning Lane.
That you had to wait till you were on property, like in the park.
Right, you don't. You could do everything for Genie Plus at 7 in the morning. You could buy it from your hotel or your house if you live locally or you're just staying on a rental home. And the minute the park opens, then you go buy Lightning Lane. You don't have to be on property. So a lot of people
which is confused. A plus, yeah.
Yeah, that was a plus.
Which is the same thing for boarding passes. You can do it from 7 o'clock at home, like if you're trying to get into Ratatouille or any of those boarding passes, you can do it from home. You just have to be like on the app.
Yeah. So for me, it was a long day because even though I made it there at 10:30, I didn't get out of. The whole thing lasted. I got out of here at 6 something. Then made it here, took a shower, and we went to California Grill. So spoiler alert, that video is gonna come out on Wednesday. Highly recommend you guys to watch it because you're gonna like what you're gonna see over there. I got another question in there. Oh, well, let me get Bethany for. Well, they actually doesn't sound as bad as I first thought. Great info, guys. Oh, thank you, Bethany.
Well, I think a lot of us were just looking at the money value of it and saying, "Oh, Disney's charging for more stuff." But then when you do the math and when you do that, then it's a little.
Yeah. My recommendation is do not spend money on Genie Plus in Hollywood Studios. Don't, because you're not gonna get your money worth because they're too apart from each other.
Unless you're planning on park hopping, then obviously.
Yeah, or you're just staying there all day and you're like, I don't mind,
waiting around,
getting reservation for the next ride an hour from now. Magic Kingdom is a must. I heard that Animal Kingdom was very successful too.
I'm sure Animal Kingdom, yes.
Epcot was a waste of money too. I heard
they have like 2 rides, like 3 rides.
Yeah. Highly recommend you guys to follow also on Instagram my good friend Andrea Disney for Foodies in Instagram. She is amazing. She shares a lot of, I mean, I know it's Disney for Foodies, but it's not only food. I mean, she shares a lot of like tips and hints in regards to how to do this. And Andrea was in Magic Kingdom. I was in Hollywood. I was sharing the whole information with her, exchanging it the whole day. And Andrea made it the next day to Epcot. And she flat out said it was just a waste of money
I,
and time.
yeah, honestly, you guys go to Epcot for food and drinks. You really don't go to,
Well,
as of now. Once Guardians opens and more stuff starts opening over there, then
if you were to go to Andrea, which let's see, okay, there you go, Disney for Foodie, right there. You see that blue section? She has a whole section. I know it cannot focus, but she has a whole section on Disney Genie. It's called Disney Genie Service, right there. The blue one, that blue circle on the first one that you guys are seeing right there. Okay, so in her name, her Instagram is Disney for Foodies. Amazing. If you were to go over there, she shows you everything. How to all the information that you need to know. Everything about uh, Disney Genie service. She also has tables of comparison. She does an amazing. I love her. I love her work. I'm a fan of her work. And the funny thing, we haven't even met each other. We just admire each other's work per se. But yeah, that's for Genie Plus. I mean, if you have more questions, keep shooting them to me. My boys in the other hand, I get and see waiting on a long time. Oh yeah, those lines can make it.
Those lines,
I hate waiting, man. I hate waiting. I will. I mean, Disney Genie Plus, guys, is not made for people like us.
I don't think it's meant for locals. I think it's really more for anybody traveling in, that for them to be able to really take advantage of a day at Disney.
Yeah, you guys definitely can take advantage of this. We don't. I mean, I could show up tomorrow to Animal Kingdom and be okay if I ride Everest or I don't.
Right.
I'm not gonna be heartbroken. But you who are spending thousands of dollars to be here,
you want to be able to ride stuff.
Yeah, you want to take advantage.
I think that's really gonna come in handy too during summer. I know we got it at the tail end of summer, but during summer you're gonna want, like, if you're traveling, you're gonna want that just so you can get in and out pretty much.
Yeah. On other news, if you still have a question, make sure you leave us in the comment and we'll keep it. Do we have more questions on Facebook? No, okay. So really quick, Disney World Candlelight Processional. As you guys know, it's coming from November 26th to the 30th. We've been mentioning this. And they're actually going to have dining package. So put this in your calendar because as of tomorrow, you could start making reservation. And it says lunch or dinner meal select at Epcot restaurant guarantee seating to the popular Candlelight Processional Holiday Spectacular, typically held at 5, 6:45, 8:15. But we'll confirm this showtime as soon as they're revealed. Maybe we should look into that kind of dinner. I kind of got spoiled going to dinner with just you.
I know.
I mean, I love the children.
I'm a great date.
But anyway, so as of tomorrow, you could actually start making reservations for this. So
the good one with the parks, we can bring the kids and then tell them, go do some rides.
Well, if you're not blocked.
Well, that's always.
Yeah, you might be blacked out because it will open on. So anyway, it opens on October 26th. On another news, let's change gears. Wow, Disney can take my time.
Yeah. It takes my time too.
Last week of Halloween Horror Nights, guy. We are on the last week of the hunting season. I'm a little bit sad. I gotta figure out how to make it there. Imagination Travel. I know you're not a fan of Halloween stuff, but or some people are not. And I'm not sure if you are or not. But this is the last week starting tomorrow. That's it from the 26th to the 31st. And look, they're closing at 2 in the morning. I might pull a crazy stunt after I'm done trick or treating with the kids. I might go on the 31st just to capture the last moments. I was there during the first moment. I might as well be there during the last moment. Just by myself. We might go with the kids, maybe on the 29th. We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe.
I know we got a wedding on the 30th, and we're kind of both kids have games, so it's kind of crazy. But anyway, last week, what can people expect on the last week?
Craziness. It's gonna be busy. It's gonna be packed. The scare actors are probably gonna try to do their best to scare people because they know they're on the tail end of the.
Probably tired by now.
They're tired. They're probably, but it got progressively busy as the month went by. I can only imagine that this week is gonna be crazy busy. Yeah. Like, get ready to wait in lines, or if you're gonna go, you look into buying the express pass if they still have some.
If they have it,
yeah. And expect to pay a lot of money for the express pass.
Yeah, definitely. So that's it for
Horror
Nights. Watch the video that we posted. When was it? Last week. We posted a video. I kind of changed my screen, but we posted a video. And it was super fun. That's the one that we told you that actually kind of gave us stomach ache because it was insane.
It was bad.
It was, yeah. So
I love my coffee, but that coffee.
You could watch it over here. Remember? Remember Imagination Travel when we said that was how Karen must spend the money. Unfortunately, it was the worst coffee in ever. The history. It was a raspberry with mocha
ice cream, whipped cream. Disgusting.
It was bad. So anyway, the name of the video, it is the weirdest and most unique foods and drinks in Halloween Horror Night 30. It was fun. I love filming videos like this. It was super fun. The food unfortunately wasn't the best.
That day wasn't bad that day.
Well, that's the day of the coffee.
Well, I mean, that was the.
I'm gonna show
that was the downfall of that guy, but that was the first item, so we got better towards the end of the night.
Yeah, the coffee doesn't look as strange as it tasted, but it was bad.
It was bad.
So look at Karen's face. That should tell you right there.
I mean, look what it did to my hair.
Yeah. Exactly. So anyway, it was, I don't know. Then look at my face over there.
Even the kids tried it.
Yeah.
And they're.
So you see, when you look at it, it doesn't look as bad actually, but it is bad. Yeah. Look at Kalo. He's like, nope. Nope.
It was bad. I babied that coffee for a while.
Now the next one that we tried, it was the cherry pie. It was amazing. It tasted delicious. We picked it because it looks weird and unique at the same time. And then after that, we decided to try the fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich that Karen loves so much, right?
Kalo and I loved it. It was so good. It was supposed to have like a little kick on top because they put peppers on top, I think.
So finish with a hot honey drizzle.
The hot honey drizzle was like, it wasn't like hot because I wouldn't have liked it. Kalo probably would have liked it, but that was amazing. I love that fried. Is. So the little peppers on the top was what was spicy.
Right here, the red pepper.
Yeah.
Well, it's a fried. It's called No Chance in Hell, right? No Chance. PBJ or whatever in Hell, something like that. But it's a fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Karen and Kalo like peanut butter, so they loved it.
It was delicious. It was crispy and it was delicious. It was delicious. So that was in the booth that had like the carnival kind of things where they had the fried Twinkie, they had a fried Oreo.
Yeah.
So we went with the one that like we thought would be kind of weird.
So Kalel and Kyla loved it.
I
think you will buy that 100%.
Anytime. Like I would definitely buy that again.
Yeah. So you can see check Karen's reaction now versus the drink.
Completely different.
So then the next thing that we try, we ended up
the coffee went in the trash can right after that.
$13.99, by the way. So
I mean, you win some, you lose some. Like
Kyla ended up trying a dulce de leche churro, which it was okay.
It was okay.
It was decent.
It was a churro with dulce de leche,
which made it sweeter.
Yeah,
but it was okay. And then I let Karen try my drink, and look at her face. So
the drinks were definitely not a winner.
I liked it. No. I did like that drink.
Oh no, it was sour. Oh no.
I did like that drink. So anyway, that was this video. Make sure you go back, watch it. That way you get our reaction is hilarious. Our comments are funny too. So now shifting out of horror, now let's start talking about Grinchmas a little bit. I couldn't find it here, but I think some news came out that the Grinchmas breakfast, character breakfast, is not gonna happen this year again, which is suck because on 2019 it got sold out. Imagination Travel saying in theory that coffee sounded good though. Yeah,
it didn't sound bad at all. Like, but that raspberry. Ooh.
Yeah, the raspberry was tough. Grinchmas is happening this year. They did say, I want to say I saw it yesterday, where they confirmed that breakfast with the characters is not coming back. 2019, it got sold out. It was very popular. So I guess it's the stupid restriction that we keep dealing with. I mean, I get it. It's just that I want to go back to normal. But I'm happy to get the Grinchmas show back.
Yes.
I love the Grinch. Grinch is funny. The Grinch reminds me of Donkey in Universal, where he always has something smarty pants to say and it's funny. So I love the Grinch. So I'm super excited to go and get to see this.
Grinchmas is definitely worth it.
So starting next week, we're going to be talking more about the holiday celebration.
We're there.
One thing that I want y'all to keep on consideration, and I wanted to bring it up tonight because I don't want you guys sleeping on this one. It is called Night of a Million Lights. This is done by Give Kids the World Village. If you guys don't know about this organization, it is amazing. These are kids that have a terminal illness, and their family gets sponsored for a whole entire week to come to their village. So every single dollar that you spend over here or anything that deals with Give Kids the World, you're actually helping these families. This family gets sponsored. They do not pay anything. Right. These are kids that their possible last wish is to come to Orlando and enjoy their theme parks.
Yeah, to go to Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, all of them.
It can get better than that. So last year, Give Kids the World created this Night of a Million Lights. And how they do this is by sponsoring. They get sponsored like Disney, Universal, SeaWorld,
Home Depot, like
oh my god,
like just about every organization that's out there sponsors.
So their organizations go in there and they donate their time, they donate their lights, and they do
the decorations.
And they decorate. And last year was our first time to be involved with them. We were invited. And I've been so busy that I haven't broke down the news. We got invited this year for the media preview. I think it's on November 9th. I think it is.
Oh, that's awesome. I love going there.
I'm hoping it's not the 8th because that's where we go. But if not, you and Kyla will go. You and Kyla will go.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. Tuesday, November 9th. Oh, so we cannot do live stream on that day.
Or we can do it from.
Or we can do it from. We'll see. But anyway, Give Kids the World Village, not of a million lights is something that you have to um, come and visit. It is definitely well worth it. It is super beautiful. It will take you a while to walk the whole
But
village.
pretty much what they do is they decorate every house pretty much with Christmas decoration, and every house is sponsored by a company and organization. So, like Carlos said, you have SeaWorld, you have Universal, you have Disney, you have NASA, you have Home Depot, you have rental places. Like everybody pitches in pretty much, and every single house gets decorated for Christmas. So you're definitely walking through a village of Christmas.
Yeah, we were able to do it last year twice.
It was fun. And
I,
it's such an exciting organization to be able to help out.
right. We did the preview and then we came back right after. Um, we actually came back with our family on our own. When we get invited, so, a lot of times we tell this organization we don't mind paying. They're just, we just want to help out. But I just look, this should give you an idea of the what to expect. If my video ever loads.
Jeanette's asking where it is.
It's in Kissimmee. It is located not too long from the not too far away from Disney. I would say it's a good 15 to 20 minutes from Disney, maybe 25 minutes from Universal. Right in the middle of Kissimmee. Um, it is just an amazing experience. I'm happy to announce that they already had 2 days that are already sold out.
Awesome.
So you have to, if you're coming soon between November. See, it's gonna run from November 12th to January 2nd. Make sure. Oh, okay, cool. So we're gonna be there on the 9th. So that weekend is when it's open.
When they open.
That's amazing. So November 12th to January 2nd. So make sure you buy your tickets now because they are already sold out for 2 days, and it is right here in Kissimmee, South Bass Road in Kissimmee, Florida. It is beautiful here. That should give you an idea.
It's a lot of walking, but it's definitely worth it.
I mean, there's each of the villas are sponsored by a specific company. So you even have what's the name of even SeaWorld is
Legoland.
Legoland is
and a lot of them are themed to what it is. So the Legoland house has a lot of Lego stuff outside. The SeaWorld stuff has like sea stuff around. So whatever organization is the one sponsoring, the house somewhat resembles that organization.
We are blessed in the terms that we've been part of 2 or 3 events so far. We give Kids the World a village. We've been invited. We love everything they do. We have toured the villa inside. So it's just an amazing organization. You can also volunteer. So if you happen to be in town and you want to donate your time, contact them for volunteer because you could help directing traffic. You could be there talking to the people.
I think you can even help out putting the light bulbs like on the string, like getting the light bulbs set up and ready for them to put out.
Exactly. Like now during this time, you could help doing that before you actually they start the event. Amazing organization. But look at that is just gorgeous. That is just
a lot of lights.
Imagination Travel said next year will be my first Christmas in Orlando. I'm excited to see all the holiday decoration on the park. Do you know if Grand Floridian will be doing the gingerbread house? Yes.
Yeah, I believe you or somebody else asked that earlier. They are gonna do the gingerbread house. I don't know what capacity they're gonna do it, but I know they're working on gingerbread stuff already, and the gingerbread house will go up.
Okay, good to know.
I think that's too much of a tradition for the Grand Floridian not to have.
Can you get us info?
Yes.
Like behind the scenes info? Like hot out of the press info?
I can try to even get you when the house is starting to go up.
There you go. You heard it.
Maybe.
You better be talking to the chef over there. Well, anyway, look at that. Look at that. Ripley's Believe It or Not. This is what was one of my favorite houses, though.
The M&M store has a house with a whole bunch of M&Ms. The Crayola had a house. Crayola had a house, and that was fun.
There, Zero.
Everybody has,
man.
Yeah.
Southwest. I think it was
a lot of companies. A lot. Big companies, small companies, a lot of companies. Definitely worth it. Especially since the money is going towards them, so it's helping out. It's our way to help out.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole ground smells like gingerbread at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, but that definitely is something that you guys want to come and experience. But anyway, I just want to bring that up. We're gearing now towards the holidays. We are gonna be a bit busy during the holidays, bringing you nothing but great stuff. Um, um, we love the holidays as much as we love Halloween. So expect to see a lot of holiday, especially food, because we do try a lot of treats during the holidays too. So expect to see a lot coming.
Yeah, because even Universal is gonna have Grinchmas and the Macy's stuff.
Yeah, we will be there on November 13th doing all day.
Disney's gonna have stuff everywhere. I'm pretty sure, food everywhere like they usually do. So it's definitely gonna be another busy season, kind of.
Another busy day. But anyways, guys, we're gonna leave you with this one. What a better way to stop it over here with their own house here of Give Kids the World a Village. That was their house last year. We are going to stop it over here. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Thank you for all your questions. We love answering them. We're going to see you next Monday, hopefully around the 8:15, 8:30 time. We love interacting with you guys. If we're going to keep you updated on any news that come out this week. If you see something coming across and you want to know more about it, just shoot us a message. We will read it. You know how to contact us either in Instagram, or you could actually email us under coolcaseadventures@gmail.com. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you so much. Got my fan making some noise. Hold on, we got a message that we missed.
Yes.
All right, Karen, read that one.
Hey, this message is for Leo Trim. Don't be sad. Stay strong. You're amazing, and you're gonna get through it, buddy. Whatever it is, whatever's going on, you're strong enough to get through it. So we're here for you.
Yeah, and that's Matthew's little brother.
Yes.
I get you. He suffers from depression. That's a really tough one.
It is.
Yeah, I suffer from anxiety, and it's a tough one. Stay strong, my friend. Stay strong. We're here together. We love you. If we could bring you some happiness, some smiles, some laughter, we hope that we could do that as well. We got you, and keep on keeping on.
Keep moving, buddy.
Keep moving. So we're here for you. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for all the love and support. We love you a whole bunch from here all the way to the moon.
Janet says thank you, love it, and then Nicole says good night. Wish I was there. We wish you were here too.
You were here too.
And love you guys. Love everybody. Thank you so much for spending the night with us.
Thank you so much for another night. Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.